Yesterday we talked about how we were going to do a history project on a famous American. We were supposed to start thinking about who you wanted to do, so I want you guys to just turn to a partner and tell each other who you've been thinking about researching. Alright. A way that we're going to start our research is using a technique called internet inquiry. And in that, we come up with a topic, which would be the person that you were researching last night, or thinking about last night. And then you write some stuff that you might know after you come up with some questions. And then you use those questions to come up with keywords that you're going to put into your web, whatever website you decide to go to. You write your source down and then the answers that you come up with. So I'm going to do an example of a famous American history that I wanted to research, and we'll go from there, okay? So the famous American that I used was Malcolm X. And the first question that I came up with was where he's from and why he moved. So I'll write the question up here. Alright, so I already know that he's from Nebraska, but I don't know where. So I'm just going to write that in. And then I went online and I looked up Malcolm X was my keyword because I didn't really know specifically what I wanted for some of the other questions. So I started off with that. And my source ended up being on history.com. So I write my source down here. And then I printed off my article that I was going to class. And I started reading it, and I found out that he's from Omaha, Nebraska. And the reason he moved was because his father was getting threats from the KKK. So I'm just going to write down that his father was receiving threats. Use space. And that way I'll be able to use these answers to my questions for the paper I want to write. So together we're going to come up with another question about Malcolm X. I want you guys to discuss in your groups. And we'll use the research that I did to answer the question, okay? So if you guys want to just try to come up with something in your groups so we can do this together. Okay? Do any groups have a question that they might want to ask? Yeah?
What group was he part of?
Alright, so I'm going to write the question up here. Alright, and I didn't know before the research, so when I looked it up and I read through here, I found out that he joined the Lost Found Nation of Islam, according to my source. Alright, and then if I knew anything else interesting that I found from my source, I would put it in this separate column. So for our activity, I'm going to let you guys practice using sources to fill out questions about another topic. And this one's going to be Martin Luther King Jr. So I'm just going to hand out the article to groups. I'll hand out the worksheet. Alright, you guys, we're gonna put together the answers to the questions that we have in the Dropbox. So, together, what was our topic? I'm gonna shorten that by just writing MLK to conserve space. And then, did anybody pick up on where your source was from? It's on your articles.
JC Sawyer, 4th grade.
Awesome. Alright. And the key word that was used for his source was Martin Luther King Jr. And again, I'm gonna abbreviate that to make it a little easier. So, alright, we're gonna use that for our next project that you do.